As we continue our Alzheimer's disease and dementia series this week here on KETK, Bill Gates announced today he has a new mission. The billionaire is investing $50 million of his own money to support the Dementia Discovery Fund. Mr. Gates says he's optimistic that treatments can be found, even if they may be more than a decade away. And part of our special week-long series of reports is about the impact this disease is having on many East Texas families. KETK's Mike Miller is here now to explain the latest research about what causes it and how it's treated. Mike.
Well, Casey, doctors still don't know the exact cause of Alzheimer's, but they're making a lot of progress, and scientists are experimenting with new kinds of medication to treat it. Experts here in East Texas say a healthy lifestyle and early diagnosis are the best ways to prevent the disease. Researchers are working hard to find new ways to better diagnose, treat, and even prevent Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Andrew Schmitt, a professor at UT Tyler, compares it to a different medical mystery decades ago.
When we think of the model of Alzheimer's disease, it might be good to think back towards the model of cancer when it was its early inception. In the 1940s and 1950s, it was considered pretty much a death knell. But now we look towards it. When we think of cancer, we think of early diagnosis, early identification, and treatment models, not necessarily a cure.
Through brain imaging, scientists are learning more and more about the molecular and cellular changes going on inside someone with Alzheimer's disease. They believe something called plaques and tangles in the brain could be causing it. These plaques and tangles seem to prevent information from being transported throughout the brain.
They are usually straight, like railroad tracks, and there's a tau protein that keeps these microtubules straight. In impaired tau, when you have tau that's malformed or mutated, these railroad tracks become tangled up.
Doctors say the future of diagnosis is being able to see the plaques and tangles before symptoms start. Dr. Jerome Lisk at CHRISTUS Trinity Mother Francis is a local neurologist on the front lines.
We're coming into this disease probably halfway in the middle of this disease. So how do we develop biomarkers, blood tests, look at either spinal fluid or blood tests or something from the human body to see if someone's already developing Alzheimer's before we could detect it?
As far as the treatment of the disease, the medication currently on the market only helps out with symptoms.
The medications we're using are trying to activate the cells that are still alive. The next line of medications is focused on, can we prevent cell death or maybe reverse cell death? 2 of the medications in clinical trials right now will be game changers, and they'll probably be available around 2020, 2019.
Doctors say the future of Alzheimer's treatment will involve treating the plaques and tangles in the brain.
10 years from now, there will be things out there that instead of just treating the symptoms, I think we'll be actually biochemically preventing the formation of plaques and tangles.
And once again, doctors say the best way to combat Alzheimer's is to notice the signs early.
I think the good thing is that there is more education than there was 10 or 20 years ago.
And they say good nutrition, regular exercise, and social interaction are key to preventing the disease. Scientists and engineers are working on better molecular and cellular imaging systems so dementia can be found earlier. For more information about the latest studies on Alzheimer's, head to our website, easttexasmatters.com, and scroll down to the Don't Miss section of the homepage. Casey.
Mike, thank you. Our in-depth series continues all week long. Tomorrow morning on KETK Today, the courageous East Texas attorney using his diagnosis to teach others about living with dementia. Look for his story at 6:45 a.m. right here, and then again at 10 o'clock on KETK. Tomorrow, for Finding Quality Care, we'll show you where to go for support services and advice on getting your loved one the best treatment possible.